Welcome! In this video we will talk about Max Weber, his different studies and theories about management, and finally his contributions to the development of industrial engineering. To begin, we will give a brief introduction to his biography. He was born in 1864 and died in 1920. In 1882, he entered to university as a law student and took classes in economics and history. He is known as a German sociologist. Weber performed as a social researcher. Built the theory of authority structures and studied the impact of capitalism on the emerging state of the population.
Weber gave birth to the so-called theory of bureaucracy. For him it was necessary to formulate an organization on two fundamental principles, the ideal type and rationality. According to Weber, each type of society corresponds to a type of authority, like a person's ability to influence other people. There are three types. The first type is charismatic. They are the special qualities of a person. Secondly, we have the type traditional. They obtain an inherited authority or legitimacy over time. Finally, the type rational. It comes from the very ordering of the system in which it is exercised. It is accepted by those who follow it and legitimize it. On the other hand, the word bureaucracy is used in an offensive way, to refer to the excess of power drug tests in public offices and the inefficiency of this.
In Weber's bureaucratic model, there are several characteristics which are the formalization of laws, rules, procedures, and the communication of rules and procedures in a formal written form. There must be rationality in the division of labor with strict rules. Well-established hierarchy of authority, such as lower level ones under the direction, supervision, and control of higher levels one. A person's authority and power is derived from the attributes of the legal order, always associated with the position. Okay, participants are defined by technical competence and performance in the art indicated. The last characteristic is the management of the organization is a separate class from the shareholder.
Created using Powtoon.
So now, we will think about the diffusion of Weber's bureaucratic model. They are unintended and undesired consequences of the model we employ in practice. We are caused by human nature giving rise to the use of that the term is an offensive way. 1. Exaggerated adherence to regulation. 2. Exercise formalism in paperwork. 3. Dispersonalization of relationship. 4. Reposition of authority. 5. Exaggerated use of power. 6. The working performed is thus without affection or enthusiasm.
In conclusion, Weber leads his theory studied at the Service of Industrial Engineering. Since his practice is closely related to the theory of organizations. because its natural application size in the administrative area. That is why the stories left by Max Weber are so valuable, mainly because of sociological approach and the great concern of having a good administrative functioning of the organization. With the bureaucracy allows us to define and organize precisely the general competencies of the different offices and thus achieve the greatest possible efficiency within them, always aiming at the principle of rationality.